Just over 24,000 miles and 60 hours on the generator, a roughly 30-foot Coachmen Concord. Technically call this a B+, but call it a B+ a C, whatever. The only difference is just the shape of that cap over the cab area. Coming in here at Haylett RV Brokers of Coldwater, Michigan. Overall, it looks pretty sharp. The folks did kind of a southwestern motif inside. They didn't make it over the top, you know. They touched on the little turquoise thing and a couple little patterns, but nothing major. There's one little spot under that door side bedroom window that looks like maybe has seen a little water. It's not major. We'll point it out when we get through the RV. And overall, I think this is going to be an easy drive and fun little touring kind of job here. Obviously that was a little bit speed enhanced. I just put it at double speed, but I like folks to get to see the difference between the slides open and closed. And this one's supremely accessible. You don't need the slide out. This could be a no slide RV. You could park anywhere and do it just fine. But that living space when you get there, if you're going to set up shop for an extended time, is nice. And since the bedroom doesn't slide, you always have access to the north-south rear bed here for sleeping purposes, whether you're on the go or parking for the night. And whoever owned this thing previously, they knew how to keep a clean house. I mean, it's like very clean in here. Smells pledge clean. And you can tell they hadn't done it recently. You can tell that they kept on it with consistency. We'll talk about a couple little alterations they made as we go. As far as I can see, all positive. And normally I am very skeptical when someone says they've changed their RV in any way, but these folks had skills. They knew what they were doing. The Super Slide over here is a little less common to find in a B+. It really adds a lot to the living space here, and I like that. It's actually like a plastic resin kind of countertop right there. You'll see that used in the kitchen as well. It's just it's got a good gloss to it, nice sheen. You can tell they kept it clean, and you can see that's a no knee knocker dining situation. That's an easy up down sleeper table with storage below. The sofa over here, one of the things they did to enhance your sofa experience is you see that neat little wreath up front. That is where the TV would have originally been, and it would have been an awesome 90-degree neck wrecker. But the folks moved it. They moved the TV over here across from the sofa on a pivot swing arm, and what that let them do is it gave them the ability to turn the TV wherever they're sitting. Swivel chair right below that for guest visiting purposes. And as we go here into the cab area under that storage, I want to point out a couple things. We are on a Chevy 4500 chassis. You can see in the middle we've got our entertainment station combination backup camera job. The mirrors are power and heated, and if you look through the wheel, you can see the automatic leveling system and the controls for it anyway. And something on the dashboard just kind of caught my eye. The emergency start button. It makes it sound like this is the button you're going to want to use if there's an axe murderer chasing you at your campsite. Although, I suppose that would be an emergency, and you really would want the motor to start, wouldn't you? This has a noise-canceling ceiling liner, which is very nice, not just for driving purposes, but also destination to keep the volume down. Sorry, I'm just making myself chuckle over here. One of the modifications folks also made is they removed any of the carpet surfaces that you could potentially stand on. So the main deck of this, I believe, was probably always carpetless. I'm not 100% certain on that. We're not a Coachmen Concord dealer, so I've got an okay amount of knowledge on this, but not like super in-depth. In the bedroom, there's a couple little like bed stand boxes that would have originally been carpeted from Coachmen. They took all the carpet off that and stained it, kind of like you see the little key rack up here. That southwestern motif. And just the little touches, like even the little, like you saw the pillows on the sofa, that little turquoise rag right there. It's funny how those little accents kind of set things off sometimes. I also like, you saw the same thing above the sofa. The sort of curvature of all the cabinetry here. Nothing in this is flat. Oh, they put different inserts in those cabinets too. Wow, look at that. That's a nice touch. I believe they probably put the backsplash that is behind the stove in place. And that's a convection microwave oven down there below the stovetop as well. Very common in any sort of Class B situation. Actually, a lot of motorhomes, frankly. The dining area here, just to give you a good look from the other way, I like those big panoramic windows around that too. The lighting in here is fantastic. Everything fired right up. Generator ran like a top. I've been happy with everything that I've seen so far. And again, there's a spot in the bedroom. We'll look at that in great detail. Max Air vent fan up here so that if you want to... And, you know, this is fairly clean. When I see these fans clean, what that tells me is somebody took the time to take the screen down, clean the fan blades, put the screen back up. And if they're willing to do that, they're going to do everything else they can to take care of the RV. The couple spots we're going to see in the bedroom, when we asked, they said... Yeah, we saw that when we bought it because they were not the original owners, and we didn't know what it was, but, you know, it hasn't hurt us. It hasn't done anything since we've had the RV. Very conventional walk-through middle bathroom. It's a very space-efficient design, and pardon the kind of wacky camera work here real quick as I weave my way around this corner. Porcelain foot flush. I like the radius work on that countertop, you know, leading up to that stainless sink. Just little touches like that make a big difference. As I step back, you can see how there is the entertainment system back here in the bedroom, and again, it is angled toward the folks, and they added a fan here. They also upgraded this mattress. This would have been made with a Camp Queen. They put a True Queen in it, so it gets real tight around the corners, but the fact is, it's a bigger bed, great for taller people. Now, two things. Over here on the driver's side, under the window, you're going to see some braille bumps. These are, if I can get at a good camera angle, there you go. Now you can start to see them. These are mold spores in the walls. That means that there was, at some point, a level of water penetration over there. However, it's all still solid, so it must have been resealed at some point. And I don't know where they came from. I've looked around. I can't really see what might have caused it because the windows and everything look good. I like the radius work on the wardrobes on either side of this bed as well. Once again, just some good different visual looks and appeal. And the walls do curve in. That's one of the things here, is that it's not just a big square brick rolling down the road. Don't get me wrong, it's not aerodynamically optimized, but it does help with the center of gravity and it helps keep this thing stable. Now, down below this window, I see where, once again, you see that little wrinkly wallpaper. There is a spot here that has had water penetration, but again, it is solid. So I don't know if just a window got left open. I don't know if there was a seam failure that was fixed way in the history past of this camper. History past? That's stupid. Anyway, you get the idea. Now, this is what I was saying right here. This used to have carpet on it. They took the carpet off and stained it, but did a pretty good job. As we step back outside, one of the things I want to note right away is that is a power awning. With the body curvature of these, some of these kind of Euro style B pluses, like this is what the old Jayco Melbournes used to look like. Originally, there was just no manufacturer had a power awning that fit them. However, some guy came up with a couple little conversion brackets and allowed a power awning to hook up to those curved walls, so it works like a champ. You can see that slide awning over that super slide doing the job of reducing our care, maintenance, upkeep, and as well as keeping the sun off that. Generator located under that slide along with a couple compartments, and I'd like to get those open, but unfortunately, they don't really seem to have latches to keep them held open, and I'm kind of juggling a camera here, and it's a little difficult. So if that's something you'd like to see, is those compartments, contact our team here at Haylett RV. We will grab a camera, we'll take you some pictures, and get them out to you. This one, since it swings open sideways, we can get in here, and this is one that you want to see. This is a huge chunk. It goes under that bed area, and this is why there's those step-up side stands on either side of the bed, because they're helping enclose this massive rear triple point access compartment. These are actually, you see how they didn't catch, these are not technically slam latches, they're what's called compression latches. You actually are supposed to push them slowly, not just flip them like I did originally, so kind of my fault. The tow ratings on B pluses can be a little bit all over the place. I need to double check, but being on a 4500 chassis, I would be surprised if this does not have a 5,000 pound tow rating. So it should be pretty tow capable like a conventional Class C, because once again, the difference between a B plus like this and a Class C is really just the shape of the cab over the, the bunk area or entertainment space over the cab. Before we hop upstairs and take a look at the roof, I do want to take a look at the outdoor entertainment because it's actually pretty nice. I like it's a good sized TV. You're hanging out here under that power awning. You've got your, you know, a whole separate entertainment system for what's inside. That's pretty cool. And it comes as no surprise to me to see that this roof appears to have enjoyed proper routine care, maintenance, upkeep. You see how there's kind of lighter and then darker sealants around the like vents there, around these vents. That's what's supposed to happen. So as you know, the self-leveling sealant around things like these skylights gets aged, it will start to dry out a little bit, so you want to put little touch-up beads like they've done. Now once the touch-up beads start to go, that's when you want to do a full peel and seal. But this looks like I would estimate you'd get several years out of the current sealants and everything that are in place on this roof. It looks very good, very sound. As long as you stay on top of, like, once, twice a year, maybe 3 times if you live in sun country, do some cleaning and conditioning. And roof conditioner is kind of like putting sunscreen on your camper. Basically, it's RV sunscreen, so it will help keep those seals valid. Now, the bathroom ceiling vent right here, it's looking a little weathered, but sound. I don't see anything super scary there. It's just maybe a thing to keep an eye on as you are doing that routine care, maintenance, and cleaning. So give us a call. Join us over here at Haylett RV Brokers, and whether it's this one or any of the other things that we have here, or the hundreds of more opportunities that you have down at our sister store, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan, we do it all. These are all here on consignment, but don't let that mess with your head. Whether you need hitching, pieces, parts, we still do trades, financing, truck and trailer, RV and car, tow package deals, whatever you need, give us a call. We do it all. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone. Beautiful day, isn't it? Woo!